Welcome everybody to my very first look at a new space agency simulator called Mars Horizon. I've always been a fan of games like this, and I saw that this one came out earlier this week, so I thought I'd take a first look at it. I just installed it. I watched a little bit of my friend Stealth 17's gameplay earlier today just to understand the game and to see whether or not it would be something I'd be interested in. It definitely is, so I want to take a look at it today and we'll see where it goes from there. So we're going to hit a new game, and to start out, the very first thing you're going to do is select your space agency. But what's cool about this is you can not only select an agency, you could also create your own custom space agency. Now, for the purposes of this playthrough, I'm just going to select the United States, but I'll show you. You've got the European Space Agency. Each one of these has particular bonuses, but those can all be customized, and you can choose your own bonuses. So the United States with NASA, you've got the Soviet Union, and then later Russia. You've got China and Japan. And within each one of these, you can hit customize. You can choose your own name and flag. You can choose what your headquarters is called. You can choose your starting traits, and you can randomize diplomacy. You can see we're antagonistic toward the Soviets, we're on good terms with Europe, and we're neutral with Japan and China. These different traits give different bonuses: payload build costs, vehicle build cost, building construction time, 25% funds reward for lucrative type request missions. We start with 3 additional contractors available. Achieving a top 3 milestone rank grants double support bonus, and Project Mercury, which gives us a double to our astronaut recruit pool. So we're just going to keep them how they are. We will keep everything as is, as we will with the starting difficulty. We'll enable the tutorial just for making learning as easy as possible. The space race has begun. Staying ahead of the pack will require unprecedented feats of engineering and no shortage of daring. Your role is to develop our space program leading us into orbit and beyond, keep our agency at the forefront of space science, and inspire generations to come with our triumphs. So if I understand this right, basically we have a couple of different things that we're dealing with. We're dealing with funds, with which we spend to build things and to run programs. We've got science, which is earned through completing successful missions. And then we use that to research new things. And then we've got support, which I don't know exactly what that does yet, but I'm sure we're going to learn. So the solar system screen is your gateway to the various aspects involved in running your agency, such as accessing the research and base screen, selecting planets to discover available missions, and reviewing recent and upcoming events. Here's our current objectives. These are tutorial objectives, but that's fine. To get things up and running, your first objective is a crucial first step: constructing and launching an experimental sounding rocket to test and improve your booster technology. So we can highlight Earth, yeah, because that's where we are right now. Before launching a payload into orbit, it's vital to test the agency's launch facilities with suborbital flights. These sounding rockets will carry an array of sensors and other experiments, but don't have the power to achieve orbit. Milestones and requests. Milestone missions are important for advancing your space program and will be contested by other agencies. They will often require additional research. Request missions will come available as your agency completes milestone missions and can be a valuable way of boosting your support and science. So the space race, so all the agencies will be racing to complete milestone missions first. Doing so result. So I think you get more support for your agency if you do it first, and then second, and then third, so on and so forth. All right, so let's plan a launch test mission. Select a vehicle. So you can get straight to designing the launch. Design a vehicle for this mission. Okay, this is pretty cool. So we're going to build a sounding rocket, level 0. So 25% launch reliability. That feels not so good, but we're going to have to be able to build a launch pad first. 2 months build time to build this thing. Build vehicle for 80,000. Do we have that much? Yeah, we've got 100,000. 25%. That doesn't feel very good, but I guess early on, that's how it goes. Your engineers will begin construction immediately. It will be completed in March of 1957. Time to build a launch pad capable of carrying it. So we've got a research. So here's the research. Era 1, Dawn of Spaceflight. So, you know, honestly, I feel like the tutorial's just kind of getting in the way. I feel like we can figure this out on our own. So we've got to research artificial satellites. We've also got to research the small launch pad. Yeah, we're going to change research. We got to do that first. I would have known that if I hadn't disabled the tutorial. so there we go. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead and go to the next month. Small launch pad research complete. Okay, so I guess now we need to go in and build that bad boy, huh? There's our base. Go back to the base. So we can actually move things, I guess. No, we cannot remove critical buildings, obviously. So let's go ahead and build a small launch pad. And you can see that it costs more depending on where you put it. You have to clear obstructions, some of which are super expensive, 175,000 to clear that obstruction. And it looks like you get bonuses depending on where you put these things. 2% reduction in vehicle build time to put it here, but it's also expensive to put it there because of the obstruction. So we're going to put it right there. That's pretty cool. And then we just have to wait for that to complete. Let's look at research. What do we want to build next? Vehicles. So we've got boosters, upper stage, and then the regular booster. You can see all of these here. And by hovering over them, we see what their capacity is, what their reliability is, how long it takes to build, what it costs to build. This is a small liquid-fueled rocket designed for launching basic satellites into low Earth orbit. So that will get us to orbit. Small upper stage capable of lifting only basic satellites into low Earth orbit. Missions. Artificial satellite mission is right here. Destination's Earth orbit. We're not quite there yet. Research agency, test pad, spacecraft assembly. Kind of feeling like I'm all on my own now that I didn't choose the tutorial, but we're going to go with this booster next. And in 1 month, we'll have completed our first rocket and we'll have a chance to launch it. We've also got diplomacy. You can kind of see we're not on very good terms with the Russians. We're on very good terms with the Europeans. And those effects, allied agencies provide a large boost to science, which we're not quite there yet, I guess. Allies when you get up here. All right. Next month. Small launch pad's complete. We've also completed the research for our test launch vehicle. Next, launch preparations for our 25% chance to complete. So uncrewed mission, training, set launch date for the mission. Okay. Optimal, suboptimal. Okay. So do we want to go with April? Yeah, let's go with April. Confirm mission setup. April 1957. So right now that's all we can do is test launch. But you can see as you get through, these are all the milestone missions. You get all the way to Modular Space Station 3. And that's on under multiplanetary species. We have no requests so far. Okay, let's go to next month. Vanguard research complete. So we're able to do the Vanguard now. We've reached Era 1, Dawn of Spaceflight. Unlocked the moon. So now we're going to be able to start researching moon missions. So here comes our test launch, which has very little chance of success. 25%. I will be surprised if this works successfully, but hopefully we'll learn something even if it does not. It's just a tiny little thing. Come on, baby. Surprise me. Adequate conditions gives me a little bit of a bonus.
5,
Let's do it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes. Yes.
We have liftoff.
Don't blow up. Don't blow up. There it goes. Well, we knew that would happen. Flight engine failure. Vehicle is destroyed. We were so close. That's all right. We leveled up, which now we'll get 40% chance of success the next time. Critical knowledge is my achievement that I unlock. So we expect those things to happen. NASA failed to test launch. That's okay. Where's our research? We've got the booster, the Vanguard booster. You know what? I'm thinking time for a research lab, huh? Let's do it. Probably a better way to go with things anyway. Is there anything else we can build on our base that we haven't already? No, I don't think so. Eventually there will be, but we're not there yet. Alright, we're going to try another sounding rocket. This time we've got a 40% chance of launch reliability. So 2 months build time. It's going to cost $80,000 again. So again, this is just this is how it goes. This is what we have to do. We're going to continue research in the meantime. And we can actually go to next event, so we can kind of skip 1 month and go right to the next thing that happens. After analyzing data from your recently failed test launch, researchers have identified several improvements that can be made to your booster technology. Sometimes we learn more when we blow things up, they said. Soviet Union is launching a test launch in 5 months. I wish that had stayed up there a little longer, that news. Didn't really get to see what all it said. Here we go. Japan is launching a test launch in 3 months. So we're ahead of all of them. We've still got plenty of time to actually succeed on this. So let's go ahead and advance another month. Technological hub of your space agency, the research lab can greatly improve scientific yields from missions. So we've completed research on that. We've also completed our test launch vehicle. So let's set a launch date. This is our last good window for a little while. So let's go ahead and get this going. Let's also look at research. Japan and the European Space Agency are also both launching next month. What else can we research? Missions. Let's go ahead and start researching the artificial satellite mission. Can we build that building yet? Let's take a look. How much is it? 100,000. Yeah, I guess we can go ahead and do that. Can we rotate this? I think we can. We don't have the money to clear a path for it is the problem. Darn it. So it's not quite as simple as that. X rotates. There we go. Okay. There we go. That'll take some time to complete. Let's move on to next month. Artificial satellite research complete. We are doing our test launch along with Europe and Japan, but this is their first. So we're a little ahead of the game. Let's hope. We've got almost 50% chance now. I'm starting to be a little bit hopeful of success this time. Watch, it'll be worse than the last one. Come on, baby. It's cool. You can actually see the work being done on the research facility in the background. Oh, okay. 41% launch reliability.
5.
Come on, let's do this. Don't you blow up on the launch pad.
1.
All right. All right, we made it this far before. Yes, yes, yes! Success! Is that success? It is! Beautiful. No mission effect. Secure launch. That's what we wanted. There we go. We're up to 55% on the sounding rocket. Test launch complete. And we were first to do it. Gains us some support, as well as research bonus. We get triple, or we get double, or is it triple? Triple support on those milestones. Awesome. That's a good start for our space agency. Payload Explorer. Let's go ahead and do that. So where are we now? We're waiting on our research lab to be complete. We've done test launch. Next thing is artificial satellite. But looks like we need Explorer, which we're researching, and then suggested vehicle parts. We've got one, but not the other. So we've got some research to do before we get there. So let's head on a month in advance. Explorer research is complete. ESA and Japan completed their test launches, so it was good that we did it when we did, because we would have been behind the game otherwise. So now we're researching Viking. Artificial satellites up next. I don't think we can quite select everything for this mission yet. Explorer. What's this? We can add comms. Standard. Oh, it's a communication satellite, a prototype satellite. Increased build costs, increased power. We're just going to go with a standard payload on this one. All right, so there's that. We're going to build the payload. Explorer will be completed, but the problem is we won't have the rocket yet. We've got our first request mission that will give us 100 support and 250 science. Your researchers have developed a new guidance system that requires testing on a basic sounding rocket. So the problem is we already started building that other one. So we can't do anything else while we're working on Explorer. I probably should have paid a little more attention to that. But let's go ahead and advance. Our research lab is complete. That unlocks mission training science. Small upper stage rocket. So the Viking's complete now. I think we've got everything we need to be able to do that next mission. We could do lunar orbit and animal in space. I'm not quite worried about doing that just yet. Let's research. Rocket test pad next. So we know we have this, but I have no mission slots available at the moment because of what we're working on. Let's see. I guess we advance a month. So we've completed the Explorer payload, which Explorer historically was the first satellite the U.S. put in orbit. Happened just after Sputnik. Plus 25% science reward. Now we have to design the vehicle, which we can do because we've completed the parts we need for it. Upper stage. Viking. Booster. Vanguard. Yeah, the name's fine. I don't care about the name right now. 2 months build time, 98,000. Okay. I don't know if December's going to be when we want to launch that, but we'll see. Soviet Union completes test launch. They're fourth. Slackers. Rocket test pad research complete, so we could build that. European Space Agency is launching an artificial satellite in 9 months. Yeah, you're a little behind the times if that's when you're going to build it. Or when you're going to launch it. Rocket test pad's 100,000. We don't have the money for that. Plus, we're going to probably need money for our mission that we're working on. Lunar orbit will cost 500. I don't know if that's where we want to go next. Let's go with Able, upper stage. We got a funding review coming in 2 months. Hopefully we'll get additional funding. Launch preparations. We got a 63% reliability on this one. Oh, we can do training now that we have science. Let's do that. Set a launch date for January. That actually looks pretty good. Confirm. All right. So far, so good. Budget review, January 1958. Your agency's performance over the last 12 months has been reviewed and your budget has been adjusted accordingly. Next budget review is in a year. So current tier, $79K per month. The next one would be $105K per month. All right. Thank you. Here we go. A lot of science on the line if we complete this one. This would be significantly, I think, ahead of when the U.S. got his Explorer in space. Explorer 1. Oh, no, it was January 1958, so we're right on time. January 31st. Okay, 69% launch reliability. I like my odds there. We completed the last one with 40%. Which means this one will probably fail at 69%. Come on, baby.
We have liftoff.
Good news is we've got 5 months before somebody else can do it. Bad news is it'll probably take us that long to build a new one and get it set up. I think we're there. I think we got this. Yes! Success! First satellite in space, baby. Wait. Ah, failure. It didn't operate once it got up there. Darn it. Well, that... So we did get it in space. It just isn't operating, I guess? Is that what's happening? We achieved Earth orbit. Okay. So not a failure. Oh, so now we can actually do commands here. Signal return test. Ground connect. Let's see. Recharge power. Signal return test. Okay. Alright, so it wasn't as bad a failure as I thought it was then. So we got a signal. That's good news. So we get a 50% bonus reward if we get 3 each of these things. Atmospheric sampling. And that, oh, okay, so that costs a certain amount of power. We only have 2 power. Oh, wait, unused command slots, okay. Nice. So we've got the 3 that we need for that. Oh, no, what happened? No! Camera shutter failure. An electrical malfunction in the camera has resulted in reduced data generation. This command's output will be reduced by 1 unless you spend 1 power to resist the event. Resist! But now we're out of power. Oh, I guess I actually didn't need that, because what I need here is 3 on comms. I've got 2 turns remaining. And I don't have enough power for data transmission, so let's recharge power. And then we can do data transmission, which is what we need. Let's hope this all works. Oh, no, 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 no. And I can't resist it either. Oh, I'm not going to get the bonus reward. I'm 1 short. Oh, this is the last turn. Okay. This is all we need right here. Make it happen. Let's also recharge power. There we go. I'm learning. I'm learning. That should give us the bonus, yes? No? I didn't get 3. Alright, that's okay. It's a success. Flying over Indonesia. And we lost it. But that's okay. We did what it was meant to do. Mission failed. What? Oh, it didn't orbit. It went off into space. Oh, okay. So we got a satellite in space. We did not, however, achieve orbit with that satellite. Okay. What's it cost to build our rocket test pad? 100,000. Yeah, alright, let's do it. Okay, so we move on to the next month. Do we have anything currently being built? We don't have any active missions. Let's go back in and look at that request mission and go ahead and plan that. So it's just a sounding rocket. We haven't unlocked level 2 on those yet. Oh, we don't have enough to build the vehicle. Darn it. Alright, so I guess we're not doing that yet. Let's move ahead a month. Able research complete, so we've researched a new type of upper stage. I don't think we're going to worry about lunar orbit yet. Let's get a new booster rocket. This one's a little more reliable. Alright, now we can build the vehicle. Darn it. So we're going to be behind on putting something in orbit, unfortunately. They're launching an artificial satellite in 6 months. We failed that mission. Let's go to spacecraft assembly building and research that. We got one more mission until, or 1 more month till we're ready for our new mission. Wish that reliability was a little better. We're going to do some mission training. We actually have launch reliability training and science training. Yeah, let's increase the launch reliability on this one. So we're going to go for, actually we're going to go for May. Well, actually it's not a huge difference. I'd rather get it out of the way a month earlier. No research set. We got to set some research. Let's go ahead and research upper stage Jupiter. All right, here we go. Oh, we're getting a minus 20%. I thought it only... I didn't think it was that significant. Yeah, we're going to launch in the rain. Not ideal. Definitely not ideal. I probably should have waited the extra month. It would have been worth it. I may pay for this. 39%. Yeah, oh, brutal. Yeah, let's reschedule. Scrub the launch. Go to June. Confirm mission setup. We've got enough. Let's go ahead and look at our base. Spacecraft assembly facility. Is that all I have to build right now? I think it is. Actually, you know what? I'm going to hold off on that. Feel like I might want that money back at some point. Alright, Jupiter research complete. Here we go again. Try again. And this is just a mission to earn us some extra support, which should improve our funding next time out. It's still raining. My goodness. Who thought of Florida as a good place to build this thing? Let's do it.
5, 4, 3,
50-50 chance.
2, 1.
I'm too impatient to wait any longer. Good weather.
We have liftoff.
Come on, baby. Don't you blow up. All right, all right. Minus 25% reward. That's all right, as long as we complete it. We did. So that gives me an extra 187 of science, an extra 100 in support, which is huge. Let's go to missions now and go to lunar orbit and start researching that. What else do we got? Active missions, none. All right. So now we've completed that. Now we're back to artificial satellite again. So we're going to need an explorer. What's the difference in cost? 100,000 versus 150,000. But that one gives us additional 2 starting power. Worth it. Let's do that. Build the payload. And obviously Japan's about to do this, so they may complete it before us, and that's fine. It happens. Japan failed artificial satellite. China just completed their test launch, so they're ahead of us there. Or actually, they're way behind us there, I should say. Okay. Design vehicle. We've got a 75% payload reliability, so that makes me feel good. We've also got some new stages that we can use for these. Let's see the difference. 3 months, 3 months, 1 month for the Viking. We only need low Earth orbit, though. We don't need... Those are moon payload. We don't need the moon. And there's really not a lot of difference in reliability, so let's go with that. Booster. Again, 3 months versus 1 month. The reliability is better with this one, but it's also a lot more expensive. All right, we'll go with this one again. Anubis. All right, going with the Egyptian name this time around. All right, we'll take it. Build the vehicle. So we'll probably take this episode through to our next test launch, and we'll see what happens. Lunar orbit research complete. Animal in space. All right. Vehicles. Oh, we can get the Redstone rocket now. That's cool. Atlas. We can get a Redstone. This is what was used. Redstone, I believe, is what we used for the Mercury missions to put the first man in space. All right. Artificial satellite crisis. Several newspapers have declared a crisis after China launched the world's first... Oh, China did complete it? The first artificial satellite. Despite China releasing full specifications of the satellite's scientific instruments, some articles claim the launch poses a serious security threat. Let's state concern over the achievement. Gain 100 support. All right, here we go. We can get a reliability. I don't know. Yeah, let's do that. Launch date. Oh boy, we gotta wait till January for an optimal launch date. I guess we do. Okay. And that's also when we get our next funding review. Soviet Union completed the satellite mission. Darn it. Redstone research complete. So we're going to be behind on the satellite, just like the U.S. was historically. So not a huge deal, I guess. Certainly not ideal. Oh, we didn't quite get to the next tier. Not quite enough support. Alright, let's launch this mission. Come on, baby. Let's do this right this time. There's a long way to go. Gotta put a man on the moon. Definitely gotta do that first. Alright. No, we're good.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have liftoff.
What a time to be alive, man. To have lived through all this stuff. I mean, I was born 8 years after the moon landing. But, boy, that would have been so... I guess it's what it's going to be like for us when we watch man walk on Mars. All right. Very good success on that mission so far. So here we go. Now we've got to complete all these chores with the communications with the satellite. And we've got to complete these things to be able to achieve Earth orbit. Let's go visual data collection. We get in with that. You know, that's what I screwed up last time, is I wasn't paying attention to what you put in versus what you get out. All right. So data transmission. And then let's do that. That'll actually get us there. All right. Yeah, see, I could have done this the first time and been successful if I had paid a little more attention to what I was doing. No! Stop that! The darn camera failed on me again. Resist. There we go. We've got everything we need to achieve the mission. So this is what we have to achieve, and then this is what we do for a bonus. So we'd like to get some additional of each thing if we can here. So let's put in power for that. No, I didn't mean to do that twice. There we go. Awesome. And that'll give us the bonus reward. So we're good. There we go. All right. Successful mission. Wasn't first. And if you ain't first, you last. We're third, but that's okay. All right. So we're going to wrap it up right there. Let me know your thoughts about that. Drop a like if you want to see more of it. I'm having a lot of fun with it. This seems like a really cool game, and I'm excited to kind of see where it goes, even if it's just on my own. But if you want to follow me along for the journey, just let me know in the comment section below, and we'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.